PlayStation. We've been told we don't believe in generations for coming up on a year now. Right now, we have just gotten immediate word that this video you're seeing is being shown on the PlayStation 5, but will be available immediately on PlayStation 4. Welcome to Game Ready. Let's get into it. Horizon Zero Dawn, PlayStation 5 available and PlayStation 4 later this year. After this recent state of play, we just got an announcement from the developers that Horizon Zero Dawn will be completely available on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 at the exact same time. Now, all the graphics, all the scenery will be shown on any screen will only be from PlayStation 5s. Most of it will always say still game working, still pre-rendered on the engine, but no matter what, it will only be shown to you on a PlayStation 5. We look to avoid any of the backlash we've had with other games we don't want to keep mentioning that went multi-generational. All of Xbox is designed to be able to handle this, so most games coming out on all their systems are designed to be able to be used the best on whatever system they're played on, up to the best available quality the developers have made for that system. Now, what we got to see with Horizon is that we'll be traveling to some new locations. Of course, it's focused on the Forbidden West, which seems to have us in San Francisco. They're showing some new dots, some out in the ocean, but what they seem to be showing is us traveling from San Francisco down to Los Angeles area. There's a giant crater inside the what seems to used to be California, and where this storm is located was right where they are currently at. As we are coming up on the 1-year announcement of the original Horizon Zero Dawn trailer, we're finding out it will be released on PS4 and PS5. But when we talk about generations, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart will only be available on PlayStation 5. There will be no way they will release this game on PS4. The quick change technology from one world to another, the colors, background, and just the renderings of some of the characters won't be available on PlayStation 4 technology. Rift Apart is set to release on June 11th. As we've discussed with most games, they have been in production for at least 2 to 3 years minimum. So for them to be able to switch over and only be released on PlayStation 5 is a big hope and guess, and will be a lack of respect for the work put in for the prior generation, let alone a lack of respect for how the numbers work out. Let's say a game as Test Drive Unlimited, what is this, Royal Crown Edition, is released for PlayStation 5 only, which has only maybe 15 million possible owners versus a load capacity of over 100 million PlayStation 4 owners. It would make no sense for smaller games to ever cut out their possibility of earnings. This was always planned to be multi-generational, as most of the upcoming games will be over the next year. The updates, or the second parts to some of the new games coming out, have no choice but to be multi-generational, because I can try to make all this pretty for PlayStation 5 but still have not enough customers to order the game. Then what do? Try to remake the game and hopefully I can sell it on PC, even though that's not what our contract with PlayStation is. All these games, as much pretty as you can want, will be packed in as far as they can put into a PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 will get a bulk of games over the next year. Might not look as good as this Subnautica is looking right now, but keep calm. Things will get better. Unless you're playing Subnautica. But things are made for the next generation. They're going to show you the prettiest available. Every car is always going to show you the one with the most options. Every video game is going to show you the one with the most detail, the most upgrades. But in the end, they're going to be made for multiple platforms, multiple generations, because that's where the value for the developer comes in. Why have somebody working on something for 2 years that could have us shut down in 2 weeks? We better do the most we can to put out the best possible. They better put out the best we can on every system. PlayStation 5 will show the best graphical updates we all have available, but the gameplay might not change much. A lot of these developers are just putting out more updates than what we used to have, more graphical content, more availability to stream. So, Subnautica, can you tell the difference from your PlayStation 5 to your PlayStation 4 Pro? Is there any difference in gameplay? Do you actually need a PS5 for all our generations of gaming? Specifically, Destruction All Stars. There is not too many explanations as to why we won't get this for a PlayStation 4, other than some of the hard drive hardware is unavailable to stick and load up as fast as needed to render the game. Graphically, I don't see anything missing from a PlayStation 4. I don't see how it matters when a lot of our TVs won't even render 4K. That's definitely at 120, but nothing's even pushing out mostly 60 frames per second the whole time. So as we go through this generation of gaming, and we do and don't believe in generations, some are forced, some are very necessary, some are going to be forced. Now with Ratchet & Clank, it does seem that everything here is necessary. Digital Foundry just did their review to show how some of this would not be possible on a PS4, so it won't be coming to your PS4, your Vita. Maybe one day we'll be able to stream it directly there, but right now, this is what they mean by we believe in generations. Some things will be stuck on PlayStation 4, some things will only be available on PS5. Ratchet & Clank, due out June 11th.